Anyway.
So I played you the recording. He's there and he says he's on the run from police and the SWAT team are after him. But you say he's just making it up. He's no danger. I should go home and there's no concern. Is that right?
I can't say like that because I saw long. I didn't conversation with him. You know what I mean? I did not. But when I saw once.
You thought he was a nice guy. Is that what you're saying?
Looking, yeah.
He was a nice looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But internal thing, I don't know.
Why would you say like he seemed to me like a nice guy and expect me to go back there when he's confirmed he's of no address, on the run from police and the SWAT team are after him? Like, even if he wasn't on the run and that the SWAT team weren't after him, I deserve to feel safe, yeah?
I can't say that exactly because I don't know all evidence. Without evidence, how can I say? But
there's no evidence.
Yeah,
I just played you a recording of a private conversation with a convicted felon on the run as evidence, but you say you have no evidence. Is that right?
But I listen little bit, but I don't know actually. In this situation, I have to call police.
Do you just want to call Brett and ask if I can have some support there? Yeah. Just ask if I can have some support there. Because you can't stay, and I'd like some company. Is that all right? Sit down.
Great, how are you?
Not too bad, Kishore. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. Yes, I am with Baron in the park. We had a appointment 2 o'clock mental health, but he changed tomorrow 9 a.m. and
that's not while we're up.
Behind his house, Marisha, her boyfriend and another strange man is there, and he is scared. He is afraid from the strange man because he is a little bit suspicious man, and he thought, and he recorded thing. He play with me as well.
Yeah.
That's why he don't want to go back at home.
Unless I have some support.
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah,
company.
yeah,
Company.
yeah.
And I asked you to stay, but you can't. Brett, it's Baron. I was just wondering if I could ask for someone to like stay with me, just do an overnighter tonight, because I don't really feel comfortable at the house with a random person there, and a friend of Melissa's, I think, and he confirmed to me that kind of, well, it's very intimidating. I don't know what to do because he said he's basically a fugitive. He's on the news and the SWAT team are after him. That's what he confirmed with me. I just played the recording to Bishnu, and then he was standing over me in an intimidating way, saying, "And I'm not a dog, and I wouldn't lag on anyone." It kind of and stood over me, you know. And and I don't feel safe because he said he's been in a kind of a shootout with 6 bikies and 4 police, and he's put 2 police in jail, and he got the commissioner fired, and he's a target, you know. I feel for him, but I also feel for my safety. And I just asked Bishnu if he would stay with me because I don't feel really safe going back there, but I've got nowhere to go, you know.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about, like, I just want to be honest with you, Baron. I'm not too sure about the overnight directly, but in this sort of situation, what I would suggest would be for us to have a chat. Obviously, give Melissa a call and just tell her that she's not allowed to have anyone else there at the property.
Yeah.
What I would do, just really quickly, do you mind just can I just pop you on hold just for a second? I'm just going to actually add Larissa into the call. She's one of the higher managers at Able Point.
Okay. The thing is, if you rang up and said you're not allowed to have anyone there, it's revealed instantly that I've kind of lagged on you. And the guy's already said I wouldn't be a dog and lag on anyone, kind of intimidating me into silence. So the minute you call her and say no one's allowed to be there, I've immediately got two enemies out the back, you know?
Yeah, Melissa, like, just to let you know, like, Melissa is, like, she is really good. Like, she's not dangerous or anything. Like, I know the other person does obviously sound like possibly a little bit maybe dangerous in a minute or two. Yeah, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
I don't know what to do, because he's going to call Melissa and say no one's allowed to be there, and then they're going to know that I adopt, you know?
What is it?
So now we'll wait and see.
He will not ring. He will not ring her. He is looking other person, provider, to come support night time.
Okay.
First,
He didn't say that. He said he's going to ring Melissa and say no one's allowed to stay there.
First phase, that one. But first phase. And second phase, you tell this guy, if something happen, it will be trouble. Yeah? If after you say, then he understands. He's also a good guy. Good means manager. Yeah? He think about what I told, what you told there. We together we talk.
Am I being unreasonable?
No. Well, okay. But they should not do first thing. Otherwise, second thing, night time, he will provide other person.
I hope so. He did say, I want to be honest with you, and we don't provide overnight care. He's already told me, no one's coming. No one's going to help me. And he can tell Melissa, Crystal, come here. He can tell Melissa that no one's allowed to be there. But how is he going to enforce that? What? Melissa just got out of jail. Brett's not going to help me. He's going to make me go back there, and then Melissa will know that I've told, and then they'll hate me, and the guy will extra hate me, and he's not going to send a support worker, and then I'm going to be really in trouble.
Yes, Brett. Yeah.
Hello? Crystal, come here.
Hey, Krishna.
Hello? Yes?
Hey,
Yeah, Brian is here. Yeah, Baron is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Krishna.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
That's good.
Who's this?
Have you spoke with
Larissa.
Baron before, Larissa?
No, I haven't.
Hi, Larissa. What's your role there?
I'm the operations lead manager of Able Point.
Yep.
Yes. How are you going?
Well, I'm in a vulnerable situation. Pretty shit situation, really. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe at the house because someone's on the run and the SWAT team's after them, and they're being protected there by Melissa. And
Who is that? Is it Melissa's boyfriend or is it somebody else?
it's somebody else. I think he might actually possibly. I didn't understand him be the father of children that Melissa has had. I'm not sure. I was confused about that.
No, I don't think it's a children's father. I don't think it'll be the father.
Okay. Well, I've got a recording of it, and I played it to Vishnu, and it's clear that he said, you know, he's of no home. They've picked him up, and he said he's on the news. The police are after him, and the SWAT team's after him. And he also
Did he say what his name was?
he did, but I forgot what it was. I didn't get the recording in time. But he also said that he was standing over me and kind of saying, you know, I'm not a dog, you know, I wouldn't lag on anyone in an intimidating way when he was standing over me.
Byron's a little bit worried because of that, because if we ring Melissa and say something, like if like Byron's a bit worried to go back home in case if he's saying that to Byron, what do you...
Yeah, well, Brett's confirmed that he can't send support workers overnight, so I'll be there alone. And
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. We'll have to speak with our team and just double confirm what we can do. But at the end of the day, Melissa shouldn't have those people there, so we need to try.
I need to speak to her to find out what's going on, because she's not allowed to have anybody stay there, to be honest.
Well, I don't know if he's staying there, but they did they're hiding him from the police in a manhunt. So you know, that's obviously an issue.
The only other option I have is I can call Melissa and find out what's going on, or I can drive down from the Central Coast and just do a surprise visit and find out what's happening that way. And then I can make the call to the police myself.
Well, I deserve to feel safe. And
Of course.
I don't feel safe because he confirmed that he was in a standoff with 6 bikies and 4 cops, and he's managed to put 2 cops in prison, and he got the commissioner fired as well, and also that he's got a connection at ASIO, and obviously the significance of my case intersecting with that is pretty obvious, and you know, obviously I've been targeted at the house, and you know, by people and gang stalkers, and it doesn't seem like anyone's willing to acknowledge my situation or help me, you know. So.
Well, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to make that call to them, or I'm happy to get in the car. I think you guys are a bit over 3 hours away from me. I'm happy to hop in the car and go down there myself and find out what's happening.
But if you turned up and you oh yeah, this is all right, he's just staying here for a while, no worries, and then you left and I was left there vulnerable, it still doesn't solve the situation.
That's what Larissa was saying before. Melissa shouldn't have anyone staying there, she's not allowed anyone there.
She's not allowed to have people over.
I don't know if he's staying over, but I'll just be very clear again. There's a police chase on. He's targeted and he's wanted, and the SWAT team's after him, and she's providing refuge. I don't know if he's staying there soon. He said he was on the way to Sydney or somewhere else, you know. And like, why can't we just put another worker on who can just sit with me and hang out in the house?
Because your funding doesn't cover somebody to be sitting there overnight.
Yeah, would this be considered an unusual situation that we might be able to stretch the rules?
Well, if it's an unusual situation, we can call the police and have it assessed. If that's what you want to do, that's what we do in an unusual situation. Do
you think it is an unusual situation that one of your NDIS participants are housing a convicted criminal and fugitive?
Well, definitely if they are, but that's why we can't put ourselves in danger either by letting somebody else sit at the house if there's danger to the property.
But you'd let me sit there overnight though, wouldn't you?
I'm not asking you to sit there overnight on your own. I'm telling you that if there's an issue, I'm calling the police. That's the only way that this issue is going to be resolved.
Larissa's just gave you a couple of options, Baron, and that's calling Melissa, coming up herself, or calling the police. So
I think Larissa, if you came up, you'd walk in, he'd be there, he'd be nice as pie, butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. You'd just ask him to leave. They'd say, yeah, no worries, and then you'd leave, and I'd still be in exactly the same situation. So, because I'm forced to do this, and get the help I need, I'd like you to. Even though he intimidated me, stood over me and said I'm not a fucking dog, and or lag on people in a way which was kind of like, don't expose where I am. I'm going to have to get you to report it to police.
Alright, I'm going to have to give them a call and we'll have to give you a call back.
Yeah, just give us, how long are you on for, Vishnu? When does your shift end?
5.
5, okay, so you're still with him for a little bit. Okay, well, just give us a little bit. We'll get something sorted on our side and we'll give you guys a call back shortly.
Thanks. I'm not trying to be argumentative or cruel to anyone. I just want to feel safe, you know?
Yeah, Brett, his worry is if he say if you ring or something happen and if he is okay, that guy is not bad person, is okay, good guy, then he found they talk each other, they chat, cause of that reason, and he recorded as well, and that reason he will be trouble. He's scared about that. He don't want to tell me before, but I requested him, and he
Played the recording.
Yeah, record also.
Played the recording.
I heard. That's why only
Can you send the recording over, please, so we can have a listen and assess what's actually happening?
Yeah, I could do that. Where would you like me to send it to?
okay.
Brett, is your email okay? Can you forward it to me, Brett, once you receive it?
Yeah, it should be fine. Could you just quickly do that now, Baron, while I've got you on the phone, just to make sure it will come through by email? If you could quickly forward that to me.
Okay, it's pretty incriminating information, and the fact that I did it deceptively with a known felon is putting me at great risk, you know?
Yeah, he's not going to know that.
I'm happy not to mention anything about the recording. I just want to know what sort of situation we're looking at before I do speak with the police.
Okay, well, or I can send it through to you, and I'll let you have a listen to it. It's pretty hard to hear because I was just holding it and he was standing outside. It's pretty low volume. But, I mean, if something's not done or the police don't do anything and Able Point doesn't do anything and you just tell Melissa no one's supposed to be there, they'll know that I lagged on this situation and then I'll be really in danger, you know?
Okay, so I'm just not sure how to assess this properly then without...
Okay, I'll send you the recording, and if you can call police and forward it to them, that would be good.
Yeah, send it through. Could you just send that through now, Baron, just to my email, if that's all right?
Yep, okay.
Yeah, sweet. We'll call you guys back shortly.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.